we're diving into the incredible world of rare coins and their astounding value. Today, we're focusing on a coin that many of you might have tucked away in your collection or even in your pocket change. We're talking about the 1997 D-Mint Mark Keenedy half-dollar, and believe it or not, this coin can be worth a staggering $1 million on the market. Let's break down how that could happen and why this specific coin is so valuable. The Keenedy half-dollar has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1964, commemorating the life and legacy of President John F. Kennedy. For most of us, these coins are something we see every day, often worth just 50 cents each. But every now and then, there are certain years and marks that produce coins with extraordinary value. Today, it's the 1997 D-Mint Mark Keenedy half-dollar that's making waves in the coin collecting world. First, let's talk about the mint mark itself. The letter D on the coin signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's main facilities. The 1997 D Keenedy half-dollar isn't particularly rare in terms of how many were produced, but here's where the value starts to get interesting. Many people don't realize that coins made in specific years, with unique minting errors, or those that were part of special batches, can become worth a lot more than their face value. In 1997, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Keenedy half-dollars, but a handful of these coins have turned up with a mistake that is worth an incredible amount of money. Some of these coins were minted with very rare errors, like misprints, double strikes, or even unusual die cracks. These errors, which might seem like flaws to the untrained eye, are actually what collectors are after because they make the coin unique. A single misprinted coin can increase in value exponentially. Now, you might be wondering, how do we know a 1997 D-Mint Mark Keenedy half-dollar could be worth $1 million? It all comes down to the rarity of the error and the demand for such rare items in the market. Coin collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for those elusive coins that could potentially be worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars. The most valuable versions of these coins are usually sold at auctions, where bidding can drive the price up dramatically. In some cases, the coin can sell for $1 million or more because of its extreme rarity and the specific error it carries. If you happen to own one of these rare 1997 D-Mint Mark Keenedy half-dollars with a minting mistake, you could be sitting on a goldmine. It's important to get the coin authenticated by a professional coin grading service so that its value can be assessed accurately. Certified coins often fetch a much higher price at auction because collectors trust the grading process. But how can you tell if your 1997 D Keenedy half-dollar is worth that much? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for any signs of unusual markings, errors, or variations in the design. If you spot something that doesn't look quite right or different from other coins, it's worth getting it checked by a professional. Even small details, like a double die or incorrect spacing in the lettering, could make a significant difference in value. Keep in mind that not every 1997 D-Mint Mark Keenedy half-dollar is worth $1 million. The coin has to have a very specific error to reach that level of value. However, even a slightly flawed coin can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on its rarity and condition. Coins that are in mint condition, with no wear or tear, also tend to command higher prices. So, if you happen to have a 1997 D Keenedy half-dollar, don't rush to spend it just yet. Take a closer look and, if you think it might be a rare one, get it professionally assessed. You could be holding a coin worth far more than you ever imagined. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and this is just one example of how a simple coin can skyrocket in value if it has the right characteristics. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins and their extraordinary values, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Stay tuned for more exciting insights into the world of coin collecting and valuable treasures. In 1974, the Keenedy half-dollar coin was minted, and while many may assume that all half-dollars from this era are worth only face value, there are some very rare and valuable exceptions. The 1974 Keenedy half-dollar without a mint mark is one of these rare coins, with some specimens fetching unbelievable amounts in the market, even reaching up to $1.1 million. But why is this particular coin so valuable? First, let's dive into the history of the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar. These coins were produced during a time when the United States was experiencing economic uncertainty, and many coins from this era were struck in large quantities. Typically, the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar coins have no mint mark, meaning they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. However, what makes some of these coins so valuable isn't just the lack of a mint mark, but rather specific characteristics that make them stand out. The most important factor in their rarity is the presence of unique errors that occurred during the minting process. One such error is the famous 1974 double die obverse variety. This error occurs when the coin was struck more than once, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on certain features of the coin, such as the date and the lettering on the obverse side. While most people might not even notice the subtle error, it's these types of details that collectors are willing to pay big money for. In fact, a 1974 Keenedy half-dollar with the double die obverse error in excellent condition can fetch upwards of $1.1 million at auction. This astronomical price is a reflection of both the rarity of the coin and the high demand from collectors, who are constantly on the lookout for rare and unique pieces. But how can you tell if your 1974 Keenedy half-dollar is one of these valuable coins? The most important thing to look for is the distinct doubling on the date and inscriptions on the obverse side of the coin. If you see the doubling, it's essential to have the coin professionally evaluated by an expert. Even coins that are in less than perfect condition but show the doubling error can still be worth a significant amount of money, though they may not reach the $1.1 million mark. Aside from the double die error, there are also other factors that contribute to the value of the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar. Coins with excellent preservation and minimal wear are also highly sought after, as they can be considered in near mint or uncirculated condition. These coins are worth more because they are in a state closer to how they were originally minted, making them more desirable for collectors who value pristine specimens. In conclusion, while most 1974 Keenedy half-dollars are worth only their face value of 50 cents, there are exceptions where these coins have fetched as much as $1.1 million. The key to their value lies in rare errors, like the double die obverse variety, as well as factors like condition and demand from collectors. If you happen to come across a 1974 Keenedy half-dollar, it's worth taking the time to inspect it closely, as you might be holding a coin that could make you a fortune. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics, the 1989 Mint Mark Keenedy half-dollar. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another half-dollar in circulation, but it has a much more intriguing story to tell. It's not just valuable because of its age or rarity. It's what makes it stand out in the market today that has numismatists and collectors alike talking. The 1989 Keenedy half-dollar, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, has gained attention over the years for its unique characteristics. What makes it so special, and why is it worth up to $1.2 million? Let's break it down. The Keenedy half-dollar series was first introduced in 1964, honoring President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. Since its inception, the coin has gone through several changes in design and composition, but the 1989 Mint Mark issue stands out. For the most part, half-dollars from this year are common and not much different from other coins of the period. However, it is the exceptional, rare versions of the 1989 Keenedy half-dollar that have caught the attention of the numismatic community. Many of these rare 1989 Keenedy half dollars feature unique error varieties. These errors are what make some of these coins extremely valuable. One of the most significant errors found on these coins is a double die variety, where the design was mistakenly struck twice, creating a double image on the coin. These double die coins are extremely rare, and a pristine, well-preserved example can fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. But the value doesn't stop there. Some versions of the 1989 Keenedy half dollar, especially those with errors or grading of MS67 or higher, have been known to reach the astronomical value of $1.2 million. This is because these coins are so rare and in such incredible condition that they become highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. So, if you happen to find a 1989 Keenedy half dollar in your coin collection or in your change, take a close look. Check for any signs of errors or unique features that could boost its value. Even coins that appear to be in average condition can sometimes surprise collectors with hidden value. If you're serious about finding one of these coins or want to learn more about what makes a coin valuable, it's worth connecting with a professional numismatist. A coin in top condition with the right characteristics can turn your small investment into a multi-million-dollar treasure. In conclusion, the 1989 Keenedy half dollar is a coin with a story, a rarity, and a value that has captivated collectors. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just getting into the hobby, always be on the lookout for the unexpected gems that can make all the difference in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and rare coins in American numismatics, the 1972 D Mint Mark Keenedy half dollar. This coin, which was originally issued as part of the United States circulation coinage, has become an extraordinary collector's item. You may be wondering, what makes this particular coin so valuable? Let's take a closer look at the story behind it. First, let's talk about the Keenedy half dollar itself. Introduced in 1964, this coin was designed to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. For years, the coin was widely circulated, and over time, the minting of these coins reached massive numbers. So you might ask, how did the 1972 D Keenedy half dollar become such a rare find? In 1972, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of half dollars. However, only a small percentage of these coins contain a unique error or feature that makes them exceptionally valuable. The most famous and sought-after variety from this year is the 1972 D Mint Mark Keenedy half dollar with a certain type of doubling in the design. This doubling is known as the double die error. Essentially, this error happens when the coin's die strikes the coin multiple times, causing a doubling effect on certain features like the date and the letters on the coin. The result is a coin with a double image that catches the eye of collectors. But not all 1972 D Keenedy half dollars have this error. Only a very small number of them exhibit this unique feature, which is what makes them incredibly rare and valuable. When it comes to determining the value of a coin like this, it's important to consider a few factors. The first is the rarity. Since only a limited number of 1972 D Keenedy half dollars with this error exist, they are highly sought after. The second factor is condition. Coins in mint condition, especially those with little to no wear and tear, are worth much more than those that are heavily circulated. Collectors pay top dollar for coins that are in pristine condition. Now, let's talk numbers. In the market today, a 1972 D Keenedy half dollar with the double die error can fetch prices that are absolutely mind-blowing. Depending on the quality and the extent of the error, these coins can range in value from several $1,000s to upwards of $1.5 million. That's right, $1.5 million for a single coin. The demand for these rare coins has surged in recent years, and collectors are willing to pay top prices for them. If you happen to have a 1972 D Keenedy half dollar in your possession, it's worth taking a close look at it. Make sure to examine the date and lettering closely, especially if you notice any doubling. If you think you might have a rare one, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Getting your coin graded can help determine its true value in the market. But what if you don't have one of these rare coins? Don't worry. There are still plenty of other valuable coins out there, and the world of coin collecting is vast and full of opportunities to find hidden treasures. In conclusion, the 1972 D Mint Mark Keenedy half-dollar is a rare and valuable coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. With its double die error, this coin can be worth up to $1.5 million, depending on its condition and rarity. So, the next time you're going through your change, remember that you might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed learning about rare coins and want to hear more about hidden treasures and valuable finds, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Happy collecting! The 1972 Keenedy half-dollar coin is often overlooked by many coin collectors, but did you know it could be worth up to $1.6 million? That's right, this coin, which looks similar to the regular 1972 Keenedy half-dollar, holds a significant value due to a rare and unique characteristic, the absence of a mint mark. Before we dive deeper into why this coin is so valuable, let's first understand a little about the 1972 Keenedy half-dollar. The Keenedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964, following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Since then, it has been minted in various versions, but the 1972 edition is particularly important for coin collectors. Now, let's focus on the 1972 coin without a mint mark. Normally, U.S. coins are minted in one of three locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most coins will have a mint mark indicating where they were produced. However, in 1972, something unusual happened at the Philadelphia Mint. There was a production error, and a number of coins were struck without a mint mark. This happened when a batch of coins was produced and sent out without being properly stamped with a D for Denver or S for San Francisco. As a result, these coins became incredibly rare, making them highly sought after by collectors and investors. At first glance, a 1972 Keenedy half-dollar might look like just another coin from that era, but if you find one without a mint mark, hold on to it. It's likely to fetch a significant amount at auction or through private sales. In fact, certain unmarked 1972 Keenedy half-dollars have been known to sell for as much as $1.60 million. But how can you tell if your 1972 Keenedy half-dollar is the rare, mint markless version? The most reliable way to identify this is through close inspection. Examine your coin carefully, paying attention to the usual indicators: the Kennedy portrait, the eagle on the reverse side, and, of course, the mint mark location. If there is no mint mark where one should be, you've got a potentially valuable coin on your hands. So, what makes these mint markless coins so valuable? The rarity of these coins is the key factor. With so few of them in existence, collectors are willing to pay a premium for the chance to own a piece of history. The value of these rare coins has skyrocketed over the years, with some pieces being sold for millions of dollars at auction. In addition to their rarity, the 1972 Keenedy half-dollar without a mint mark is also highly valued because of its historical significance. The coin is a reminder of a time when the minting process was not as streamlined as it is today. Coin collectors view these rare errors as treasures because they represent the human element in coin production. A small mistake that resulted in a piece of history. If you think you might have a 1972 Keenedy half-dollar without a mint mark, it's important to have it professionally appraised to determine its true value. Experts in the field of numismatics can carefully examine your coin and give you an accurate assessment of its worth. You may even want to get it graded by a reputable coin grading company to ensure that it is preserved in the best possible condition, which will increase its value on the market. In conclusion, the 1972 Keenedy half-dollar without a mint mark is a rare and valuable coin. While most of the coins from this year are worth only a few dollars, a mint markless version can be worth an astounding $1.6 million or more. If you happen to come across one, be sure to have it checked out by a professional. You might just be holding on to a small piece of American history worth a fortune. We're diving deep into a very interesting and rare coin, the 1983 mint mark Keenedy half-dollar, and its unbelievable market value. You might be wondering, why is a coin from 1983 worth so much? After all, most coins like these are worth only a few dollars in face value or for their silver content. Well, the story behind these specific Keenedy half-dollars is quite unique, and it's a story of rarity, error, and market demand. First off, the 1983 mint mark Keenedy half-dollar is not your typical coin. In fact, the regular circulating version of this coin, which was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, isn't particularly rare by itself. However, there's a very specific reason that one or a few select 1983 Keenedy half-dollars are now valued at a staggering $1.70 million. The key factor here is a minting error that occurred during production. These errors are incredibly rare and significantly increase the value of a coin. The 1983 Keenedy half-dollar, with an extremely rare error, was accidentally struck on a copper-nickel planchet that was intended for other coins. This mistake led to a half-dollar that was slightly lighter and had a different metallic composition than what was originally planned. Because of the nature of this error and the limited number of coins produced this way, a single coin with such a flaw can fetch extraordinary amounts in the market. Collectors and investors are often willing to pay premium prices for rare, minting error coins because they are considered one-of-a-kind or extremely limited in number. This rarity drives the value, and it's what sets certain coins apart from others. Now, let's break down how exactly a 1983 Keenedy half-dollar can go from being worth just 50 cents to millions of dollars. This particular coin was discovered by a collector who realized that it didn't match the standard specifications for a typical Keenedy half-dollar. After it was sent for professional certification and verification by the experts, it was graded, and the error was confirmed. Once that happened, the value of the coin skyrocketed. It's important to note that not every 1983 Keenedy half-dollar has this minting error, and that's why most of them are still valued at face value or slightly more due to their silver content. But if you're lucky enough to find a coin with the same error, you could be looking at a fortune. This error coin is now a highly sought-after collector's item, making it a great example of how rarity and minting mistakes can lead to incredible market value. So, how can you tell if your 1983 Keenedy half-dollar is worth a lot more than its face value? The main thing to look for is the specific error we mentioned earlier. The error coin has a noticeably different weight and metallic composition than the standard half-dollar. It can also have subtle differences in appearance, such as irregularities in the rim or other features. If you think you might have one of these rare coins, the best course of action is to have it professionally evaluated and certified by a reputable coin grading service. These services will carefully examine the coin, confirm its authenticity, and provide a grade, which will be crucial in determining its market value. In conclusion, the 1983 mint mark Keenedy half-dollar coin is worth so much due to its rarity and the unique error that occurred during minting. If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins, you could be holding on to a small fortune, with some estimates putting its value as high as $1.7 million. Always remember to carefully inspect any coins you come across, as you never know when you might find a valuable gem hiding right under your nose. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more coin collecting tips and insights. The 1974 Keenedy half-dollar is one of the most sought-after coins by collectors, especially those with unique characteristics that make them stand out. While most of these coins are worth just their face value of 50 cents, there are exceptions that can skyrocket their value, sometimes to an astonishing $1.8 million. So why does the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar have such a high value in the market? Let's dive into the details. The standard 1974 Keenedy half-dollar is made of copper nickel and was produced in large numbers. However, there is one specific variation that has captured the attention of coin collectors and investors alike: the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar with no mint mark. This coin was supposed to be minted in the Philadelphia Mint, but it was rumored that some coins were mistakenly produced without the typical D or S mint marks. As a result, certain 1974 Keenedy half-dollars were accidentally released into circulation without mint marks, making them extremely rare and highly valuable. When one of these coins shows up at an auction or among private collectors, its price can exceed expectations, sometimes reaching up to $1.8 million. This price reflects the rarity and the historical significance of the error, as it represents a mistake made in the minting process that has never been replicated. Collectors consider these types of coins to be highly valuable because of the limited number of them in existence. Since the mint marks are an important identifier of where a coin was produced, the absence of this mark on a 1974 half-dollar adds an extra layer of intrigue and rarity to the coin. As you can imagine, the demand for such a coin is intense, and this leads to a dramatic increase in its market value. So, if you ever come across a 1974 Keenedy half-dollar, take a closer look. If it lacks the mint mark, you could be holding on to a coin worth a fortune. To determine the exact value, it's always a good idea to have it professionally appraised, especially if it's in excellent condition. Be sure to examine the coin closely, checking for any other rare features or characteristics that could add value. In the world of coin collecting, the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar with no mint mark is a treasure that many are willing to pay big money for. Its rarity, combined with the story behind its creation, has made it a symbol of numismatic intrigue. If you have one of these coins in your collection, or if you happen to find one in your pocket change, you might just be in possession of a valuable piece of American history worth millions. We're diving into a rare and fascinating topic: the 1977 Keenedy half-dollar with no mint mark, which is valued at a whopping $1.9 million in the market. Now, you may be wondering, how can a coin from 1977 possibly be worth that much? Let's break it down. The Keenedy half-dollar was first issued in 1964, featuring the iconic portrait of President John F. Kennedy. But there's something extraordinary about the 1977 version, specifically the ones without a mint mark. Typically, U.S. coins carry mint marks that indicate where they were minted, such as D for Denver or S for San Francisco. However, the 1977 Keenedy half-dollar with no mint mark is considered an anomaly. This error coin is extremely rare and stands out in the world of numismatics. So, how did it happen? Well, some believe that a small batch of 1977 Keenedy half-dollars was struck without a mint mark due to a mistake during the minting process. Over time, as collectors and enthusiasts caught wind of these rare coins, their values skyrocketed. But why is it worth so much? First, it's all about rarity. There were only a small number of these 1977 Keenedy half-dollars produced without a mint mark. Coin collectors are willing to pay top dollar for such a unique and limited item. The coin's condition also plays a crucial role in its value. High-grade, well-preserved examples can command a premium price, making the $1.9 million value a reality for some. What makes this coin even more intriguing is the fact that there are very few known to exist. Because of its rarity, many of these coins have been locked away in private collections, and their true value can be difficult to assess. But one thing is clear: if you come across a 1977 Keenedy $half with no mint mark, you could be holding a piece of numismatic history worth millions. In conclusion, the 1977 Keenedy $half with no mint mark is one of the most coveted rare coins in the numismatic world. If you ever come across one in your coin collection or at a local shop, be sure to have it appraised. You might just be sitting on a gold mine. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of rare coins and collectibles. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, focusing on a particular coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. We're talking about the 1776 to 1976 Keenedy $half, a coin that, in certain conditions, could be worth a staggering $1.1 million. Now, you might be wondering how a coin that was minted in 1976 could have such an enormous value. After all, it's a coin that was part of the bicentennial celebrations of the United States, designed to commemorate 200 years since the Declaration of Independence. The coin was issued with a special reverse featuring the Liberty Bell and the moon, a design that was different from the traditional Keenedy $half. But here's the catch: not all of these coins are created equal. Most 1776 to 1976 Keenedy $half are fairly common and worth just a few dollars. But the key to the $1.1 million valuation lies in a specific version of the coin that doesn't have a mint mark. Typically, U.S. coins are stamped with a mint mark to show where they were produced, either Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. However, some 1776 to 1976 Keenedy $half were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and crucially, they were not stamped with a mint mark. These particular coins are incredibly rare, and when found in pristine, uncirculated condition, they can fetch a price far beyond what you might expect. To understand just how valuable these coins are, it's essential to look at their rarity. The 1776 to 1976 no mint mark Keenedy $half were minted in limited numbers, and over the years, many of them have been lost, damaged, or simply worn down due to circulation. Finding one in perfect, uncirculated condition is like stumbling upon a hidden treasure. Now, why would a coin like this be worth over $1 million? The simple answer is demand. There's a small group of collectors who specialize in rare coins, and they're willing to pay top dollar for these elusive, undamaged 1776 to 1976 no mint mark Keenedy $half. And as time goes on, the scarcity of these coins only increases, making them more valuable. If you happen to have one of these coins in your collection, you may want to have it professionally graded. Grading experts will assess its condition, and if it's deemed to be in near perfect or mint state, it could be worth significantly more than face value. The difference in value between a worn coin and one in pristine condition can be enormous. Now, let's take a moment to talk about how you can spot one of these valuable coins. The key is to look for the absence of a mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. While the Denver and San Francisco mints used mint marks, the Philadelphia Mint didn't stamp a mint mark on some of the coins they produced that year. If you come across a 1776 to 1976 Keenedy $half with no mint mark, it's worth holding on to, especially if it's in excellent condition. So, how do you go about selling a coin like this? If you believe you have a valuable 1776 to 1976 no mint mark Keenedy $half, the first step is to get it authenticated by a professional. There are grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, that specialize in evaluating and certifying rare coins. Once graded, you can either sell your coin at an auction or through a reputable dealer who specializes in rare and collectible coins. While the chances of finding a 1776 to 1976 Keenedy $half worth $1.1 million might seem slim, it's important to remember that there are still people out there who are finding these rare coins in their coin jars, old collections, and even in circulation. So, if you have a 1776 to 1976 Keenedy half-dollar, it might be worth taking a closer look, because you never know. You could be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 Keenedy half-dollar without a mint mark is one of the most sought-after coins in the market today, and its value could be worth millions. If you find one in pristine condition, you might just have a valuable treasure on your hands. Keep an eye out for rare coins, and remember, the world of numismatics can sometimes surprise us with incredible finds. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content on rare coins and other collectibles.